Hello everyone, today I want us to talk about the ways that we can use to study the Bible prophecy. You know, there are so many ways that we can use to study the Bible prophecy, and I want to share some of those ways with you. So, first of all, we have the method that we call thematic approach. So this method is where we can take different texts from different places in the Bible and put them in order on how the events will take place at the very end. You can also use this method taking different quotations of Ellen White and put them in order. So another way of studying Bible prophecy is by comparing some stories of Old Testament with the book of Revelation. You know, some stories of Old Testament are not only stories, they are also prophecies. For example, Jesus said, as it was in the days of Noah, so also will it be at the coming of the Son of Man. He also said, as it was in the days of Lot, which means some stories of Old Testament are also prophecies. So, another way of studying the Bible prophecy is by studying the books of Daniel and Revelation. Now, the problem with this method is that the prophecy in these books are not in order. So it's not like you can start in Daniel chapter 1 and go through Daniel chapter 12 and have all events in order. No. So, which means that we have to study these prophecies and look carefully each event where it will fit. Another way of studying Bible prophecy is through the parables of Jesus. Most parables of Jesus are prophecies. They have something to do with end time events. Let's mention some of those parables. Number one, we have the parable of the 10 virgins. As you notice in this parable, we have the closing door of probation. We also have the parable of the sheep and the goat, which illustrates God's final judgment. So you can study Bible prophecy using the parables of Jesus as well. So you can also study Bible prophecy using Matthew chapter 24. This is the simplest method of studying Bible prophecy because it is in straight chronological order. Why? In other words, all the end time events are presented in a way in which they will transpire one after the other in straight order. So these are some of the ways that you can use to study Bible prophecy. You can use thematic approach, you can use Old Testament stories, you can use the parables of Jesus to study Bible prophecies, provided you invite the Holy Spirit for the guidance. Thank you very much.